if you take the cuts that have been mentioned in policy papers from your side of the aisle and keep all the Bush-era tax cuts, those two trend lines don't cross. You don't get to balance at some point in the future.
There are many ways for us to go and get back on a path towards balance. None of them are easy. So there's no easy solution here.
So what goes?
First of all, as far as the tax rates are concerned, so many people are talking about tax cuts, when the reality is one of two things is going to happen January 1st, 2011. Either your tax rates are going to go up or they're going to stay the same. Nobody's talking about any tax cuts. And small businesses out there right now are looking to see, oh my goodness, are my taxes going to go up? Can I really afford to keep the lights on and employ people right now? So that's when Kevin says first order of business has got to be to settle the uncertainty so we can get folks back into a mindset that they can begin to grow again and create wealth, not just depend on the government to take it from them and redistribute it.
Some members of your own caucus have said, don't worry, Social Security's not on the table, military spending's not on the table, and Medicare's not on the table. Well, if you take those three and you say, we're walling them off, it's hard to imagine what you could cut to get us to balance at some point in the future.
Not really.
Well, give me some examples.
I'll give you an example. Anybody that rides a first-class ticket on Amtrak, it's only 16%. But when you buy that sleeper car, the taxpayer spends $364 subsidizing your ticket so you could have your bed drawn down. Do you realize that people that represent a union and work for a federal government, they go out on their off time, on their time to work for the union? The federal government pays for that union work. That's another $120 million. Do you realize that we give economic aid, not humanitarian aid, to countries that have $50 billion or more in debt they own for us? Meaning that we're borrowing 40 cents out of the dollar from China to give them the millions of dollars. There are so many places we could go through one by one. And when we say to do this, do you realize discretionary spending that we're talking about yielding back grew 88% in the last 3 years? Why do you have 87 different programs for child nutrition? Couldn't you merge those together and get some savings? Business had to do this. Homes have to do this. If families are doing it, the government should learn to do it as well.